live stream or roll up a pour-up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. What's the deal, everybody? Y'all know what it is. What's my slogan? I'm gonna be late to my funeral. Blah, blah, blah. Blah the fucking blah. Y'all know what it is. Tap in. Tap fuck in. Now look, before anybody try and go in on me, my weed got left outside last night and it was raining. I ain't realized it till I woke up this morning. So what happened was I was bringing it in the house with me, and I ended up dropping a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? And I dropped it outside in the grass, getting out the damn car. So it rained like a motherfucker last night. If you know anything about wet weed, that shit do not hold fire. So you might see me puffing on this motherfucker the whole damn live because the weed is still wet. Look at the blunt. That motherfucker won't even stand straight. That motherfucker got a dip in it. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Hey, listen. This one gonna be something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't know if y'all ever dealt with a married person before, but that's what we about to talk about today. The married ones. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. This is one of the main reasons why I don't believe in marriage. That shit is fake. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Have you ever been married? Are you married? Tap in. Tap in, because I got a message to all of you that is married, men and women. And the message is this video. Again, don't get to going off on me if y'all see me keep on lighting this damn blunt. I told you I dropped my weed in the goddamn rain last night, and this shit is still wet. And if you know wet weed, it take a long time to dry, and it do not like to hold fire. But we gonna get through this, because I gotta relight this message on y'all. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. All right, let's get it. So, this live is about a married woman that I was messing around with, right? Now, I didn't come on to her. She came on to me, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Me and her, we've been Facebook friends for like, I don't know, maybe about 3 or 4 years. You know what I'm saying? She definitely was my type, you know. And I didn't seen her on my Facebook over the years, you know, but I never shot my shot, you know. I mean, it's a lot of women that's my type, but I ain't gonna shoot my shot at every one of them. Now, I told y'all this the other day, you know, shoot your shot. Women love courageous men, you know. But this one, I wasn't really, you know, worried about it. I was laxed. I was chilling, you know. But I did used to see her on my Facebook all the time. And I was like, damn, she straight, you know. I fuck with her. Me at the chat real quick. Luca Mark, what's the deal? What's the deal? Tap in, hit that subscribe button. You subscribe to the channel, you get a notification from me every time I drop some fire. Come on, let's get it. Tap in. All right. Now, like I said, this married woman, she always been on my timeline. This was before she got married. You know what I'm saying? This is when she was still hoeing or whatever, doing what she was doing. But she wasn't married at this time, right? So I used to always see her on my timeline, and she was straight. She was a little short, light-skinned girl. She was my type, you know. So I never just shot my shot. You know, I just used to always see her. Okay, fast forward to tape. So this might have been like 2017, 2018, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, about 2020 rolled around, 2019, 2020, something like that rolled around. I don't know. I got psychic mind things going on time to time. You know what I'm saying? Let me cut the check real quick. Back to the check. Pro gamer, what's the deal? Tap in, hit that subscribe button. My niggas go 500. Turn me up. Y'all hit that button. Y'all turn me up, I turn y'all up. I come with more content. I'm gonna come with the content anyway. But you hit that subscribe button, you be the first to catch it. Tap in. All right. Now let me get back to it. I derail time to time. Y'all know this. You know what I'm saying? But let's get it. So like I said, I don't know. I be having these little psychic things going on sometimes. As a chosen one, it come with it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I had this little psychic thing going on. You know, it was telling me that she involved with somebody. You know, I could tell by the way how she was posting, she had something going on with somebody, you know. And next thing you know, she got married. So like I said, it was like 2019, 2020 when she got married. She just got married out of nowhere. You know, she wasn't mentioning dogs, she wasn't posting pictures of them, nothing. I was just getting the vibes that she was messing with somebody because she wasn't posting the same things that she used to post. You know what I'm saying? Before she just popped up with this damn marriage out of nowhere, right? It was like her post changed, you know what I'm saying? And she stayed on my timeline. So I always seen her post every time she'll post something, you know what I'm saying? All right, so here it is. She get married. What happened? She posting all of the damn marriage pictures all over the internet. They all hit my timeline back to back. I'm like, damn, that's what's up. You know, girl got married. Somebody that fucked around and married her. You know, like I was like, damn, that's crazy as hell. But all right, you know, this girl was a freak ass rape, like on some internet shit. Now, mind you, before this, I never met this woman or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, disclaimer: I got a little pocket rocket with me, so you might see me swinging them around as pocket rocket. But anyway, like I said, the way how she posted, you could tell she was just a little rat. All she was talking about was sex, sucking dick, and all of that type of shit, you know. So I already knew she was a little rat broad, you know what I'm saying? But she ended up bumping into some guy that was digging her, and he married her, you know, and they took off real quick. That was that. So they married. She posting all the pictures. Cool. So now this is around 2021. I had got a wide body scat pay charger. You know, I had made a video about that shit too, you know. But I had this wide body. I'm cruising around the city. I'm doing my thing and shit. So the next thing you know, my car got impounded, right? And they told me I wasn't gonna be able to get it for like 3 or 4 days because you know they spot was closed down type shit. So all right, I had to wait to get my car. So I'm at the crib chilling one day, right? While I'm chilling, motherfucking my mama hit me up. You know, I'm at my own spot way out the way. Now look, let me connect all of this. My mama stayed far out in the burbs and shit. You know what I'm saying? But she helped me raise my kids because my mama knew my baby mama and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And my mama seen my baby mama turn out to be a piece of shit. So basically, my mama said she'd step up and help me out with the kids, right? So, okay, at this time, she had my kids. I was at my house by myself, right? I'm just sitting there chilling. Mind you, the car is in the damn tow yard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there chilling with nothing to do. Well, where I lived at in Detroit is by this mall called Fairlane Mall. I literally was like 5 minutes down the street from that mall, right? Well, my mama decided that she was gonna go to that mall on this odd day. You know what I'm saying? And she had my kids with her. And she knew that my car was, you know, on the tow yard. So She called me and she asked me that I want to go to the mall with her and the kids. I don't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? And you got my kids with you? Yeah. So she came, pulled up, picked me up. We all shot to the mall, right? All right. So we at the mall, we walking around, we leave. When we leave, I go back to the crib. I go back to the crib, ding. What's that? That's that motherfucking Facebook Messenger, right? So I get a motherfucking inbox, a Facebook inbox, right? Who is the inbox from? The married woman. Dun 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 dun. So before I go any further, I don't want nobody coming at me talking anything crazy, cause I did not initiate this with this woman. You know what I'm saying? She hopped in my inbox. I let her be. I did not fuck with her. I never jumped in her inbox before this. I never jumped in her inbox before she got married. None of that. I just used to always see her on my timeline and I was digging her like, yeah, she's straight. But I never shot my shot. Never. So again, she hopped in my inbox, right? Okay. So she jumped in my inbox and I opened it and she said, I seen you in the mall with your kids. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. What's up? Now, mind you, I was only there on some fluke shit. You know what I'm saying? It just show you how God work. God work in mysterious ways. Cause any other time I wouldn't have went. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it wasn't with my kids. I definitely wasn't gonna go. But it was just crazy how it all happened. So it just happened that way. All right. So girl in my inbox saying she just seen me at the mall with my kids. I'm like, yeah, because I didn't see her in there. You know what I'm saying? So for her saying she seen me, I'm like, oh, okay. I ain't really have much back to say because it's like, it ain't like I seen her. So it's like, all right, whatever. You saw me, cool. She jumped in my inbox again. Like, dang, I didn't know you was that tall. Laugh out loud, all this shit. After that, I already knew she was on me. But it's like, you married, baby. What is you doing? She didn't care. She was still on me. You know what I'm saying? Still on my head. So, all right, cool. We talking back and forth. She got to telling me that she seen me riding around the city in my car. So before this mall incident thing, she been seeing me out here. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, she been digging me this whole time when I was looking at her like, dang, I like her. She been digging me whole motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? So all right, fast forward to tape. We still texting. We still talking our shit. She asked me about the car. Told her where the car was at. She telling me about her car. She got a Charger too, but she had the old one. Like the first models that came out like back in '06, '07. She had one of them versions, and I had the new one. And she was telling me, how much she liked my car and all of this type of shit, right? So I'm like, well, when I get it out the impound, I'll take you for a ride or whatever. It ain't shit. So she like, you will? She like, oh, I would love that. She like, I never been in that kind of car, and I love Chargers and blah blah blah, all of that type of shit, right? I'm like, it ain't nothing. I'm like, I have it back in a couple days. So she like, all right, cool. So a couple days go by, I get the car. I sent her a picture of it. I'm like, boom, I got it back. She like, where you at? I'm about to come pull up on you right now. I'm like, damn, all right, cool. She came, pulled up on me. You know, we get to talking and shit. She come jump in the car with me. We pulled off, hit a couple blocks. While we riding, she just in the passenger, just enjoying the ride. You know what I'm saying? I turned the music down Cause I had to remember I'm riding with a married woman. You know what I'm saying? And I done been through a lot of shit in my life. So I had to pause myself, like, hold up. I'm just riding around with this married woman in a wide body, like, hold up, you know what I'm saying? I need to know what the fuck going on here. So I cut the music down. I'm like, so what's up with you and your man? Ain't you married? What you doing over here? She like, oh well, speaking on that, I gotta go get him from work. I'm like, well, you gotta go get him. She like, shit, in like 20 minutes. What? Bitch, we was down there 20 minutes away from my house. How the fuck was you about to go get him? Bust a U-turn. Took her right back to my house so she can get in her car, go get her dude. She did that. She was like, I'll call you tomorrow. I'm like, all right, whatever. She went to take care of that, do what she did with him. Hit me up. She hit me up. After that, we started fucking. You know what I'm saying? We was matter of fact, hold up. I'm tripping. Let me bag it up a little bit. When we pulled back up to my house, she said she had a couple of minutes. So that mean that she wanted to fuck. You know what I'm saying? So we went in my house and we did our thing. So I hit her on the first, meetup. Mind you, this woman is married. And this was on the first meetup I hit. You know what I'm saying? So after I hit, she got in the car, she left, went and got her dude. You know what I'm saying? Man, this wet weed, bad motherfucker. I hate when the weed is wet. It do not hold fucking fire. But anyway, she hit me up. We fucking every day. You know what I'm saying? Since then. So the way how this worked was her dude, I don't know exactly where he worked at, but he had a good job. You know what I'm saying? He was making some decent money. Now, dude was in his 50s. She was in her 40s. You know what I'm saying? Her name Ranisha. So Ranisha was in her 40s. She was like 43 or something like that. Dude was like 55. You know, I never met this guy, never seen him. I just seen a couple of pictures of him. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And I don't even remember what he looked like, at this day and age or right now, But back then, I seen a couple of his pictures. He was an older guy. So, I started to wonder, like, what made you, I'm like, what made you marry this guy? What happened? Man, she kept it 100%. She was like, look, dude came into my life. He wanted to pay bills and all of that shit. So I was with it. And he wanted to marry me. So basically, if anything happened, I get my portion out of it. This is why I'm straight on marriage. You know what I'm saying? This married woman told me this to my face. Like, basically, I'm just using this nigga. You know what I'm saying? If something happened to him, I'm getting his shit. Well, that was just the start of it, because it got a whole lot worse. So keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, I'm asking her, about her and dog, why is that, she told me. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. But the situation was he had a Jaguar, right? And his car, it was something with the transmission or something that was fucked up. And it's only so many foreign car shops, that could service your car, in a decent time, because they always bag the fuck up, you know. So basically, he was waiting on the shop to call his car in for service. So him and his wife was sharing her car. Now he didn't go out and hang out and all he did was go to work. So they deal was that she drop him off at work, she pick him up from work. After that, she get to do whatever she want. She don't work a job. She don't pay no bills. None of that. All she got to do is get him to work and pick him up. He got everything. He even giving her spending money every day. You know what I'm saying? So he paying all the bills and he giving her spending money. All she got to do is drop him off, pick him up. Fellas, don't be this type of guy. Telling you right now, don't be this type of guy. Don't think that's the macho man way to do it. And Side Guy 101 is here to tell you that shit will make you look like the biggest clown in the world. And if you following, you gonna figure out exactly why I say this. You know what I'm saying? Nah, with this guy doing everything, you know what I'm saying, and letting her live her motherfucking life, because he thinking if he pay all the bills and he giving her spending money, then guess what? That's gonna keep my woman around. That's being a real man. That's what women want. And blah blah blah. She gonna be a good woman. Complete opposite. She played him for a fool. Now this don't apply to every single body at all. Of course not. You know, but for a vast majority of people, it do apply to. And another thing about this situation that's different between a lot of other people is that this dude was far more older than her. You know what I'm saying? So don't take this as I'm dissing all marriages, because that ain't the case. It's just that a lot of marriages this happens in a lot of marriages. You know. So anyway, dude going to work every day. He taking care of business, right? He letting his wife hang out in the streets. He funding it. He paying all the bills. She take him to work at like he got to be to work like at 8:30 in the morning, some shit like that. He get off at like 10 p.m. So he worked like 12-hour shifts every day. You know what I'm saying? Gave her nothing but ample time to be out here doing the most, whenever, wherever. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time he thinking that she at home being a good woman and all of that. No, nigga, she was out here tearing the streets up. You feel me? But anyway, she drop him off 8 in the morning, come pick him up 10 at night. You know what I'm saying? That was his Monday through Friday schedule. When she would drop him off, now I stayed off the Southfield Freeway. The Southfield Freeway is the main conductor to a lot of shit. And basically that freeway was the main conductor to his job. So basically, after she drop him off, she jump back on the Southfield Freeway, come back my way, call me. Psh, what you doing? Now I'm an early bird. I be up about 6:30 every morning. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I get up, I go ahead, hit my grill, take a shower, or I get all that out the way early. You know what I'm saying? So by 8 o'clock, I'm already up and ready and did everything I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't work a job. I'm just saying I be up and be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because I get up early. Man, look, and I was never expecting this or none of that. It just so happened. So I be sitting there with my blunt, getting lit up for the day, and she calling me 8 something in the morning. Talking about she just dropped that nigga off. She about to come pull up on me. So she had dropped dog off, pulled straight up to my house. She get to my house about no later than 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? She come with weed, drink, all of that shit. We getting fucked up early. You know what I'm saying? Now, in between that time, I ended up crashing the damn charger, right? I crashed my charger. The wide body. Crashed that bitch. Gone. So the company I was dealing with, they told me that they was gonna give me a Hellcat type shit. You know what I'm saying? I had the scat pay, but they told me they was gonna give me a Hellcat after the investigation and all that bullshit. So I was waiting on my new car. You know what I'm saying? Girl, whole thing was, well, you could ride with me. You know what I'm saying? Man, when she had come pick me up, like I said, soon as she come through, 9 o'clock in the morning, we getting fried every day off of her expense. Of course, I smoke my weed, but she coming with hers and drink. You know what I'm saying? So we getting fucked up instantly. Then she ready to go out and do something. She paying for everything. Ain't asking me for nothing. None of that. I'm not asking her to take me nowhere, do nothing, none of that shit. This is just what she wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, you just got money to burn every day. You taking me out doing this and that. You know, like the shit was just crazy. Well, that's when I came to find out that the nigga was giving her spending money. And her spending money, she was spending on me. Out cold. Now, if she wasn't married or nothing, I wouldn't have no problem with it. But she married. It's like, come on, man. Why you doing your husband like this? The guy made ties with, stood in front of a bunch of people in front of, and, said you was going to be this and do that and all that. Why you do all of that and you know that this is not what you wanted? You know what I'm saying? You spending money that he giving you to do your thing with, you spending on a whole nother nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nah, this ain't no hatred towards myself, cause shit, I had my fun. It was what it was. I'm just relaying y'all the story. You know what I'm saying? So listen, she doing all of this, spending all this money. You know, that's what she told me, that the nigga was giving her spending money, and she just didn't give a fuck because she was just spending it. So she like, you my little flame right now, so you about to get these blessings type shit. I'm like, damn, ain't that a bitch? So this going on every day. Me and her started talking probably like around that June, yeah, probably like around June 2021. Wet weed, dog. So about June of 2021, all the way into about December of that same year. So we've been messing around for half the year. You know what I'm saying? We doing this every day. She take me out to eat, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was just spending it. She taking me downtown, all type of crazy ass shit. And she is whole ass married. And I used to ask her, like, what if one of your people see you with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? What type of shit you on? And she did not care. She like, man, I don't give a fuck. Whoever knows, knows. I don't care. I'm like, what's the hate against your husband when he do everything right? He pay all the bills, he work all the time, and he give you spending money. What's the hatred? She like, you want me to be real? I'm like, yeah, keep it 100. What's up? You know? She said his dick don't work. So I don't know. I guess somewhere down the line, again, they got together and got married real quick. So I don't know where into this timeline his thing ended up stop working, but that's what she said. His thing don't work. His thing don't work no more, and she is a fucking freak. So what you think is gonna happen? So she playing the role with him so he can pay all the bills and all of that shit, but she take her frustration out on messing with a younger guy. You know what I'm saying? And I just so happen to be the guy. Now she told me she been plotting on me for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But this was her breakthrough or whatever because she seen me in the mall with my kids type shit. Man, that was a wild ass time, dog. We was doing some wild shit, you know what I'm saying? And this girl married. And it wasn't like we would just hang out for an hour or so out the day and then she'd go on about her business. No. she'd be with me all day long. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't ask her to take me nowhere, do nothing for me, none of that. I'm not one of them kind of guys at all. You know, it was just that's what she was on. She wanted to do that for me, and we was rocking. You know what I'm saying? Well, in between that, she decided to give me a key to their house. Ain't that a bitch? Now, I ain't never go over there because I ain't with that weird shit. But this is what she did, man. She gave me a key to their house. She said I was busting her down so good that I had freedom to come over there whenever I want. You know what I'm saying? And if I come when he there, she gonna make up some type of excuse. I'm a family member he never met, or you know what I'm saying, something crazy. Like girl was gone. You feel me? But I never went over there, so nah, I don't do that. But this is what happened. So anyway, his thing don't work, and he know he can't provide for her sexually. So his vice was to make sure he pay all the bills, you know, and keep her happy, and hopefully she won't do nothing on him. But that's exactly what she was doing. So every day when she dropped him off for him to go do his 12-hour shift, she was at my house in my lap. Fellas, be careful, man. Don't be too quick to marry these women, man. You will marry something that will turn their back on you for a nigga like me. And ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just not they nigga. You they nigga. But as soon as you turn your back, they gonna come to me. A lot of guys ain't gonna get on here and say that, you know, because it's called keeping it player. You know what I'm saying? But listen, just roll up a pole, baby. We keep it real over here, and I'm keeping it real. Your wife is gonna go to another nigga. You gotta have some type of rules laid down with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been married, so I'm not giving out marriage advice. But what I will tell you is, bro, you gotta have some rules with this if you gonna be married to a woman. Rule number one, especially if you got something like that going on, you need to tell your woman she gotta get a job. She gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no way that you ain't giving her no dick and you gone at work 12 hours a day and you think she not gonna do anything. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have some rules with this shit. At least make her get a job. You know what I'm saying? But dog wasn't on none of that. He wanted her to be free as a bird. And that's what she was doing, you know. So every day me and girl was together every day, all day. It was like she was my woman. You know what I'm saying? That's how much she was around me, you know. And if you ever would have seen us out anywhere, you would have swore we was together. Cause it was crazy, dog. It was real life crazy, you know. But anyway, couple months go down the line, and this is what ended me and her little fling that we had going on. So like I said, this shit went on for a half year. You know what I'm saying? This went on for half of the year. This wasn't nothing that happened a couple of times on some sneaky shit. No, this went on for half of the damn year, most of the day, Monday through Friday. And even on the weekends. You know, he'd be off on the weekends, but if she could spend that nigga, if he could take a nap real quick or something, she'd call me, come straight to me. You know what I'm saying? She might smoke a blunt with me real quick, probably pour a drink or something, give me some neck, then she get up out of there. She did go back home to him. Like she was a fucking freak ass jump off. You know what I'm saying? I could be out with my boys somewhere, and she'd call me like, "Look, let me just suck on you real quick." She'd come pull up on me while I'm with my boys, suck me up in the car, and pull off. You know what I'm saying? Like she was a freak ass motherfucker. Any type of chance she got to get away from him, she was. So I don't see how dog married her. I don't know what the fuck he had going on, but he did. He married her, man, and that was the worst decision of his life. And I'm gonna get there, you know. But let me tell y'all about why I had to, you know, cut off this whole little what can you call it? Little fornication or whatever you call it. You know what I'm saying? I might be using it wrong. You know, I'm a little high, so I might be using it wrong. But you know, fooling around on her dude. You know what I'm saying? This is what she was doing every day, every single day. You know what I'm saying? She with me all day, every day, right? So I guess she started feeling like, yeah, this is my nigga, this is my man type thing. I guess that's how she started feeling because she was always around me, you know. So one night we came from somewhere. I don't even remember where we came from, you know, but we had came from somewhere one night, and we was pulling up to my house, and we getting out the car. Now my neighbor that stayed across the street from me, that stayed directly across the street from me, uh, she was a woman, you know. Me and her, we ain't never did nothing or none of that, you know. It was just that night we pulled up. I seen my neighbor out there, and I went across the street to go holler at her. You know what I'm saying? So I go across the street, go talk to my neighbor, and the girl Ranisha, she walk in the house, in my house, right? So while I'm standing over there talking to my neighbor, and you know it's dark at that, you know, Ranisha standing there in my damn doorway, watching me talk to my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? So I hurried up, wrapped it up with my neighbor anyway. Went back over to the house. I come in, she give me this dumbass look. The fuck is you looking at? You know? What you doing over there talking to that woman and all this shit? Hold up. Mm-mm. No, you didn't, baby. You don't come try and check me about me talking to my neighbors in my house. You're not my woman. You're married at that. Man, she tried to tell me she don't care and all this shit. I'm like, bitch, get out. Kicked her out. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of my house. You know. Yeah, you cool, you know, cool company and everything. We had fun and all that shit, but this is where you fucked up at right here. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that you gonna tell me what to do in my house because you be around me or whatever. Like, I didn't ask for none of this. You know what I'm saying? You came at me. So you got your motherfucking nerve talking crazy to me like that. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and exit left. And you're married. You shouldn't be worried about nothing I'm doing. If anything, you should be happy that I talk to other women. So that way you know I'm not gonna try and crush up your marriage. You know what I'm saying? Because I got more than one option. But nah, you over here trying to check me about my neighbors that stay across the street from me to a house that I pay bills in. You don't pay no bills there. Never paid a bill there. Now you might have came pick me up and took me somewhere and paid the bill there and paid the bill there, but never at my own residence. You ain't pay not one bill there. So you don't have no right of telling me who the fuck I can talk to at my residence. And you're not my woman and you're married. What the hell is you talking about? So I had to dismiss that. She was getting into her feelings. First, it was just all about fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. She like, I'm good. I'm married. I just want some dick. That's how it was at first. You know what I'm saying? Then sometime into it, it was, I really fuck with you. You my homie. Blah blah blah. I feel like I could do anything with you. Towards the end, she started getting in her feelings. Why are you over there talking to her? What is y'all talking about? No, baby. You forgot how this started. You know what I'm saying? This was just a little fling. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying? Now you standing here in my house with your hands on your waist talking to me like I'm your husband. You know what I'm saying? Did you forget you have a husband? I don't know. Maybe you been fucking me so long and been in my house so much that you forgot that you even got a husband. You know what I'm saying? You might think I'm your husband, and the nigga you picking up is a nigga you about to put on the sideline or something. I don't know what the fuck she was thinking. But that whole episode of acting up like that showed me that she was just a little too far into her feelings. So I had to let it go. You know what I'm saying? I let it go. And she was mad as hell about it. She kept hitting me up. She kept on trying to come through. She kept on trying to fuck with me and all that. I was like, nah, I'm good. I had cut that right off. I had to let her know, like, I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? You jumped in my inbox. You came around me and you jumped on the ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta cut people off just to let them know. Don't play with you. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with me. All that was fun, but now you starting getting your feelings. Why is you getting in your feelings when you married anyway? You know what I'm saying? Well, as you can see, it was a little deeper than that. Her man couldn't do for her what I could do for her. I keep trying to tell y'all, it ain't about all that paying the bills shit, man. That's not gonna keep your woman. She is a human by nature, so she gonna want sex, and she gonna want good sex. And if you ain't providing that to her, man, she gonna snake your ass. She gonna turn on you one day. It's gonna happen. Especially if you know she a fucking freak. Like, don't marry her if she a freak and you not gonna be able to keep up with that because she for sure gonna suck somebody dick. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep up with that. You can please believe she gonna do it. That's just what the fuck it is. She gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what girl was doing. And it was just supposed to have been about sex, but she started getting in her feelings. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, moving forward, I cut her off. That December of 2021, right? Me and her ain't talked none of 2022, 2023 pop up around August 2023. So it's almost 2 years later after I cut her off. She popped back up, jump in my DMs, well, my inbox. She like, oh, I ain't seen you in a long time, blah, blah, blah. How you been? How everything been going? All of that type of shit, right? So, I'm cool. I'm chilling, I'm talking my shit with her. She told me she wanted to meet up with me. I was already riding around the city anyway. So this was last summer. This is when I first got the Alfa Romeo. You know what I'm saying? So I had bossed up 2, 3 times since the last time I saw her. You know what I'm saying? So she told me to come pull up on her. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I pulled up, looking good, all that, how I do. So she out there with her girl. Now the place where she had me meet her at, it wasn't, at her house where her and her husband was at. You know what I'm saying? It was somewhere new where she said she just moved to. Some new apartment building closer to downtown Detroit. So I meet her at the apartment. And, I'm like, what's this about? We never went to her spot. We was just outside. She like, I just moved over here. Whoopty whoop. I'm like, straight up, I'm like, that's what's up. I'm like, what happened with your husband? He in the house or something? She like, nah, I divorced him. like, what you mean you divorced him? She said, well, he ended up getting hurt at work, and they basically laid him off. You know what I'm saying? Because he got hurt. So basically, what his condition was, he couldn't go back to work. So guess what? Not only his dick don't work, but now his body don't work. So he a dead body to her. You know what I'm saying? Mm, 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 mm. She said she put him in a house, in one of them homes, for people that need to be taken care of. She put him in one of them homes. She took all his money, divorced his ass, and she got out the way to where he don't know where she at. Even though he could barely move or anything, but she got the fuck on his ass. Mind you, this was a good working man. You know what I'm saying? That was taking care of everything, all of that shit. And he lost the two major things that she liked about him or whatever. And she put his ass in the home, man. She put him in a home, and now she back out here on the block, proudly, for another dude. So he in his home, laid up, can't move, gotta have his every move taken care of by somebody, and it ain't even by his wife. It's not even by the own woman that he married, that he vowed to take care of through better, uh, thick or thin, better or worse, sickness and death. He said all that. She said all that back to him, and she chopped his throat. Be careful with who you marry, man, because that's what you up here. That's what you out here up against. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. A motherfucker say them vows and all of that shit, but all along they like, yup, soon as something happened to you, I'm burying your ass. You know? So be careful with that marriage lane. It ain't nothing caked up to be what you think it is. You know? And mind you, I hold this broad. I told her to get the fuck out of my house. Pieced her out. And she went through her series with him, got rid of him, and hopped right back on my line. That's crazy as hell. After all the good that he did for her, all the taking care of he did for her, just for her to turn around and dust his ass when he needed her. He didn't need her to pay no bills or nothing. He ain't need her to go 50-50, nothing. He took care of everything. And she put him in a home, and she jumped right back on my line. Wicked, ain't it? Look, right? People change. This is why you gotta take your time to get to know somebody. Somebody can be nice and fine, happy, joyous right now off the rip. That's usually how it go. That's usually how somebody trying to lure you in to becoming a friend or being in a relationship with them or even just being around them. That's how a lot of people will lure you in with that calm, cool, collected, uh, everything about you type of energy when y'all first meet. But you really need to spend some time with that person. I say you need to get that person, I say a good 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Before you even be in a relationship with that person. Y'all need to be friends for about a good 2 years. Y'all need to see each other's emotions, feelings, you know, all of that. Y'all need to go through all of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to go through all of that a couple of times. Y'all need to see each other mad, each other sad, angry, happy, healthy, sick, uh, arguments, fights. Y'all need to be there for each other through all of that. Everything I just named. Y'all need to be with each other. Y'all need to be with each other and see this out of each other at least a good 3 or 4 times before you try and claim this person. Because people change up. Just like how the weather changed, people change. And it's nothing wrong with it because that's life. We all meant to change. But you need to be able to know that you can handle that type of person when they change. Or you need to be able to know that they can handle you when you change. Everything in the world changes. That's just life. Everything changes. So people do change. We all do. We all have to. That's not by will. That's by force. You know what I'm saying? Just like aging. Aging is not by will. It's by force. And with you aging, you maturing. With you maturing, you gaining more wisdom. When you gaining more wisdom, guess what happened? You started changing. Your character change. You know, your speech change. Your dressing, the type of people you want to be around, your mindset, the type of activities you used to do, you don't do no more. You do different things. You change. You're not necessarily out here trying to bust somebody head or fight everybody you see, but you have changed. You know what I'm saying? That just come with life. It's called order. You know what I'm saying? And that's a life order. You have to change. Just like how when you were a teenager, you was gang, but then you start having kids. Now you got to become a family. Now you got to get a job. Now you got to get out the street. You changing. Even if it was the kids, no matter what the situation is, you are changing. You know what I'm saying? So my advice to everybody, if you're not married yet, this is the best advice I could tell you. Whoever you dealing with or whoever you thinking about dealing with, you know, like I said, give it a good 2 years. Minimum. Give it a good 2 years. Because you can do what you want. You can go ahead and rush and jump in that shit right now if you want to. Do what you want. But if something come out about that person, just don't be mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not giving it time. You in a rush. Why is you in a rush? That's a red flag on your end. Why is you in a rush? You know what I'm saying? You don't know this person. This person is a stranger. No matter if they've been on your Facebook for 10 years, this person is still a stranger. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who people is. It's so many people out here um, with what they call them cases, CSCs, criminal sexual conduct, you know, messing with minors. There's so many people out here with that under their belt, and you don't even know it. Because you ain't even trying to do no research on this person. You're not even trying to get to know this person. You just so quick to jump in a relationship with this person. Whole time, this is a fucking predator. And the predator got a damn record. You don't know, you don't care. Let me throw my auntie in this. My auntie Keisha, you know. My auntie Keisha, she probably like 5, 6 years older than me. So she probably like 40, 41 now, right? Now, when I was young, my auntie, she was the pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? Light skinned pretty girl in the hood. Everybody was chasing after her. She was that girl, right? Well, her time came and went. She burnt out. She had a kid, you know, with her baby daddy, Brandon. That was my boy. Rest in peace, Brandon. But he ended up getting killed, you know. Um, After he died, her whole swag was gone. You know what I'm saying? Men wasn't chasing after her no more. It was her time was up. You know what I'm saying? So basically, she hit that wall. Her young years when everybody was chasing after her, that time came and went. You know, she didn't want no good man or none of that. She was out here, you know, living her best life. Then when she get a little older and run into a guy she liked, had a baby by him and he died. You know what I'm saying? So now she scrambling like, damn, I gotta figure something out now. Don't nobody want me no more. I got a kid now. Let me rush into something. So she rushed into a relationship with this guy named John. I never liked this guy, you know. Always knew something went right with him. And this was like right after I got out of prison. You know what I'm saying? She ended up getting with this guy. And I knew something wasn't right with him. He just didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? But long story short on that, she got with him real quick. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? They was together for maybe a year or two, you know, until it came to find out that he was a predator. And he was preying on her daughter. Yeah, the child that she had. At the time, her daughter was probably like 15, 14, 15, something like that, you know, which is my cousin. She was like 14 to 15, you know. And of course, she the light skinned pretty girl too, just like her mama. You know what I'm saying? This nigga John was preying on her daughter. He wasn't even really that interested in my auntie. He wanted her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Well, my cousin was smart enough to catch the nigga up, you know, trying to do little slick shit. Caught him. You know, she had it recorded and all of that shit. So it wasn't no way around it. So the nigga ended up going back to jail and all of that shit. You know, because my cousin put it on the floor. Like, fuck that. Because she been trying to tell her mama that the nigga be doing little weird shit, but my auntie not listening to her because she's so tied up in this man thinking that he just that dude, you know, she ain't even listening to her own kid. So she had to record the nigga. She recorded him, put it on the floor. Boom. His ass go back to jail. Well, when he go to jail, what happened? We find out that he already had a damn record. Where did this record come from? Why did my auntie admit to us that she knew that he was a predator, but she didn't care? She just wanted to be with him so bad, and he was such a good guy, and everything was just rolling so smooth in the beginning that she just threw that out the window and went on with it. Mind you, my auntie knew this, you know what I'm saying, and still ran off with it because she was in a rush. Just think about how many of y'all that don't know this about these people. You know what I'm saying? And you in a rush to be with this person. And you don't even know that. I don't know what site it is, but it's a site out there that you can look on and it'll tell you all the predators in your area. And it'd be a whole lot of them in every fucking area. What make you think that a person that you interested in might not be on that list? You need to get to know who you're dealing with. Stop being in a rush to be with somebody. Anyways, that's my point on it. She was in a rush. He was in a rush. They both was in a rush to be with each other. Right? Really, she was in a rush for financial stability. You know what I'm saying? And the thing behind that shit gonna backfire on her too. Because God got a way of hitting back every time. You know what I'm saying? When that man did you right and you did him wrong, she gonna get hers, you know. But anyway, they both was in a rush and it ended tragically. You know what I'm saying? Real quickly, within a couple of years. Now this man laid up on the bed somewhere, and I know he hurt. He probably crying every day. You know what I'm saying? While she out here being a rat. It is what it is, man. Get to know who you dealing with before you land them ties with them, man, because you really don't know who or what the hell you dealing with until you get to know that person. And even sometimes you don't even fully get to know the person, even if you dealt with them for so long. Sometimes it happens. But you got a better shot at taking your time and getting to know somebody instead of just rushing into something because you really don't know who you dealing with, you know. And I just use my auntie as an example because she was a clear cut example of that. You know, everybody might not be predators. Some might be killers. You know what I'm saying? Some might want to do something to you. You need to know who you're dealing with before you call yourself being with somebody. Just take your time, man. It's simple, you know. It ain't no rush. This shit chess, not checkers, you know. So y'all gotta learn to, you know, stop playing the whole games with the whole people. You feel me? That's just that. Maybe it got out to somebody and had somebody think twice. I don't know. But I know this. I'm about to get back in the crib, you know. Me and my kids, we about to vibe the fuck out. So until the next time, it's been another live stream. Roll up a pull up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.